I think I convinced myself that I didn't know how to people. Like, I didn't know how to human. You know what I mean? Like, because I had been in my isolation period for so long, and I learned so much in that, you know, sort of isolation. But like, I started to reassess what I wanted for my life, right? So I started to like question, what do I want? What do I see for me in my life? And I started to see that there was a huge misalignment, because in order for me to be who I know that I'm going to be, in order for me to get the things that I want, I can't shy away from people. I can't be in the cut away all the time. I can't allow that to become my normal, so much so that I'm not really going out, and I'm not really socializing, and I'm not really interacting with human beings. And you know, that's exactly what they want. They want us inside on our phones, and they want us to be artificial. You know, artificial doesn't require human to human interaction. Artificial doesn't ask you to be out in the world and to connect. It's actually the exact opposite. You know, you can be alone and isolated and never interact with another human being again if you go down the route of being artificial. And I don't want that for myself. So at the bare minimum, I know that I don't want to be an artificial person having artificial experiences. So, you know, I grabbed exactly what I needed for this Pisces new moon, because I'm a Pisces moon, and I was like, okay, I know this moon is special because I'm getting back to myself. I'm not getting back, I am back to myself. Like, for a long time I was really off center. Now I'm back on center. Now I'm back on track, and I feel alive. And a new black owned restaurant just opened up. They had a vegan option. So it's the last day of Ramadan as well, which is very just enlightening, because the sun's not down. And guess what? I ate that piece of pizza. I did. At the metaphysical shop, I met the owner, and we were talking, and she brought up her hobby, and she brought up the fact that, you know, this meteor that hit Ohio, she was like, man, I wish that I had, you know, one of the excuse me, one of the little, you know, searcher finders, like the metal things, I don't know, the things you look for rocks and stuff, right? I wish I had one of those. And I was like, well, I have two in my closet. It was given to me. And as I was throwing things out, something told me to keep it. Like, I knew that maybe one day I was going to put it to use somehow, like eventually, but I didn't have any like divine purpose for it. I just kept it because something told me, like, don't throw these out, because I was cleaning out a whole bunch of stuff, and that was amongst the things. And I was like, I'm gonna keep this. And guess what? I went to her shop. She's the bomb. I had a lot of fun just connecting with her, because you know how refreshing it is to hear somebody talk about past lives and their dreams, like the dream that they had a couple years ago that led them to a house and wherever. That's me. That's up my alley. That's like, yes, I understand. So I told her that I would get back to her, and I will get back to you. And someone told me, like, just do it now, like while it's on your mind, because that's what happens sometimes. Like, I'll say something, and then if I don't do it in that moment, I'll kind of forget it because I have 1,000 thoughts going on. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I can be busy minded. So I came back up here, and I gave her the finders, the little, you know, and it was so nice to give. Like, it was so just beautiful to give. She gave something to me, I gave something back to her, and guess what? My transaction was 111. Come on now. When I was walking here and I looked at my phone, it said 555. And if you know me personally, you know what 555 means to me, right? And I look at this, I keep hitting the screen because it keeps turning off. I gotta figure out how to turn that setting off. But anyway, 5 on the clock again. You know, like, I kept thinking that the synchronicities were missing me, that I was missing the synchronicities, that like everything was dim and I just had been looked over. Like something happened where I disappointed the divine in some way and I was being punished or something. But it's just, I wasn't aligning myself with the synchronicities. I was not out. And now I'm out. And it feels good. And I've been interacting with people since I got off work. And another thing is, I love to talk. I love to chat, actually. So I'm learning how to accept small talk, you know what I mean, like, but not the draining small talk, because that's also a thing. I know the difference. I'm not just gonna allow somebody to talk my ear off about nothing, or to see me as somebody who is bright and be like, oh, I can just go and take. No, I know the difference. And so there's a clear separation now as well. Like, the way that this world is, there's no hiding. Like, that's what I came to realize. If everybody is their authentic, raw, true self, if there is no hiding, if there is no veil to cover anything that's an illusion or a lie, when you have an interaction with somebody, the feelings behind it, how you feel, how they're making you feel, what the atmosphere is saying, it's true. It's true. And you know what I've experienced today? Nothing but good vibes. Nothing but good energy. No nervous energy. No, thoughts being kind of thrown and projected at me. No feelings. And that's when I'm realizing I had to trust myself. When I feel like that, something's off. Something's off. When you feel like that, something's off. It's as simple as that. And what I've learned is just get away from that and go back into this. Like, I'm just so thankful to be alive. I'm so thankful to be alive, and I forgot that I can do this. Go out and just live my life and go and support Black businesses and go and support new businesses that are meaningful and are really trying to do something for the community. And also, girl, I'm finna dream tonight. I got my herbs. I'm finna dream tonight, and I'm about to see it all. West Oakland, bitch. Tuesday. I like a nigga that like to lay low, or whatever she said. Yes. So anyway, I'm back to the simplicity of life, and I am finding myself. Yeah, I'm finding myself. That's literally where I'm at, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm finding myself, because I've done a lot of inner work. I've done a lot of the isolation so that I can heal. Now it's like me out in the world. Now I'm picking my community. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that I realize is a deep value of mine. I have to be the one that chooses my community. I have to. Yeah. So the divine is just aligning things in my path, and yeah. I'm out here. Palm trees. Let's